Not too much.
Here in Canada, in Windsor.
Yeah, welcome to Canada.
To have fun. What was the name of this college?
St. Clair College.
St. Clair College. We're about to have fun here with all the Canadian fans, the Impact Wrestling fans.
Yeah. Now it's not your first time to Windsor, correct? Maybe
No, I've been here
times, right?
before. Yeah.
Okay,
It was just with another company, but
yeah,
pretty familiar with the area, with Canada, with the Canadian fans. So it's always a pleasure to be back in this country.
Awesome, man. So I want to talk a little bit about obviously Windsor and stuff, but first off, you know, like you said, you had been through different companies, and then you started coming to North America and Canada in the independent circuit. So was that kind of new to you at first, and how did that go over? Because you did the Mexico, then you went to WWE, and then you started coming over this way, right?
Well, I mean, that's what you have to do if you want to be all-rounded or well-rounded wrestler. You have to travel the world. I started in Mexico with the lucha libre style, which is completely different. I mean, it's wrestling at the end, but it's a little bit different than the American style or European style. And I started in Mexico, and from there I moved to all the other places. But I can tell you this, after 18, almost 19 years of professional career, I've been blessed. It's been a blast. And I thank God I got my passion back. I was losing, as many people know, I'm a third generation wrestler. I was born into business. I never wanted to be nothing else but a wrestler, and I was losing that. I was waking up in the morning and not wanting to go and do the shows and not wanting to perform, but it's because I wasn't happy with the place where I was working. I wasn't happy with this, pretty much the stuff that was going on at the moment. And but these fans, the real fans, the ones that use their money to buy tickets, to buy the t-shirt, to come and get the autograph, the real ones, not the ones that are, or as they call them these days, the haters, that are just there to criticize companies or wrestlers, but they never spend any money in the product. The real ones, they gave me back my passion. The moment I did my first independent show, and I heard the big pop, the roar of the crowd when they saw me, and how you can see that they really appreciate the stuff you do in the ring, how you put your body in the line for them to entertain them, and they appreciate that, and you see their faces, the big smile in their faces, and how they come to you and they say thank you for all the years, thank you for what you do, and you know that's real, that's legit. And in that moment I started to feel happy again, and the passion came back, and now I'm completely fine, happy, and just going all over the world entertaining the wrestling fans.
Awesome, man. That's cool, because that's one thing I was kind of want to touch upon is, obviously interacting with the fans, right? Like we had just done upstairs, the meet and greet, that might have been kind of new, at least in North America, right? So that's one thing I want to touch upon. That's awesome that it kind of fueled your fire, right? But that's a big thing in BCW too, is the meet and greet. So you did your first BCW show in Detroit in December. How did that go? Just general?
It was fun. As you know, there was just one time in my life, and we already talked about it when I wasn't enjoying it. But now it's just fun. Like I remember that night, they all came to me and they were all worried about the ring because it was not in perfect conditions. And I was like, doesn't matter. We're wrestlers. We have 3 fantastic wrestlers. The arena is packed, the place is packed, they want to be entertained. They use their money to come to be entertained by us. We're the main event. It's your duty. It's not like if you want to or not, it's your duty. When you have the company over your shoulders, if you want that spot, you want to be a main eventer, you have to do whatever it takes to entertain. So I was like, we're real wrestlers. We wrestle. We don't need, if we don't have a ring, we can still put up a show, and that's what we ended up doing. A little bit different because the situation required that from us, but I saw a lot of fans during the meet and greet that they were there that night, and they were telling me, Jesus, thank you so much for that night, because we thought you guys were going to do it like in other promotions, in other companies or other wrestlers, where they see situations like that and they just don't wrestle. or they just go out there and do 5 minutes and then they leave. And I said, no way. I mean, I was born in this business. I take pride for what I do. If I do something like that, my dad will punch me in the face. We love this business. We understand the sacrifices that you have to do when you are in a main event spot. And we ended up having a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. You got to improvise a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So you make it to Impact Wrestling at whatever time, maybe about a year, maybe 2 ago. And then Scott recently came in. Don't think that you guys had crossed paths much until then, correct? So
Yeah.
you guys kind of just established a good working relationship, and now you're doing stuff like this, right?
He's fantastic. I mean, seriously, we became friends when I joined Impact Wrestling, and you know, he's one of the boys. You know,
Yeah.
he gets it.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like nothing against people working in the office, but you know, they're millionaires with other projects, other companies, and they're more concerned, or they're concerned about this company, but also about their other 20 companies. But Scott is one of the boys. He's a wrestler. He's a fighter. Now he's part of the office in Impact Wrestling, but he gets it. He knows what we want. He knows what we need, and he knows that if we're happy, we'll put up a better show in the ring. So I'm really happy that he's one of the persons in charge, and actually he's one of the main reasons why I'm having fun again, or I continue having fun with Impact Wrestling, and he's the one bringing me to all of these live events, and as everybody know, this is what I love, doing live events, not having the pressure of the commercial breaks or
That's
TV
cool, man.
stuff.
Yeah,
This is
different.
what entertains me.
That's awesome, man. Then just to wrap things up, just give me your thoughts on Windsor as a whole. Like you said, you'd come here before, but just give me your thoughts on the city. Is there anything that you like to do, or?
No, I love it. And
Yeah.
I mean, as I was saying at the beginning of the interview, these ones are the real fans. They came here because they know you are going to put up an amazing show for them. They show you appreciation, and I pay them the same way. I had some people out there during the meet and greet telling me about the last time I was here in Windsor, and how I grabbed someone's sign and I ripped it off. And,
Different time.
Yeah, different time. And no, but it was just you know part of the storyline, part of what we were doing in the ring.
Yeah.
And he was a little kid telling me that he remembers that. Like it was yesterday, and it was like 3-4 years ago. And then the guy came, the guy that I ripped the sign off of him. He came later on, and he was like, I don't have any sign for you to rip it this time. And I'm like, oh, so it was yours? And he said, yes, it was mine. Thank you. I had a lot of fun that night, and I had a lot of people tagging me or sending me messages in Facebook. But thank you, man. We had a lot of fun. They know. They know that if I'm a really nice guy, but when I'm out there, and if I'm the bad guy, I'm playing a role. You cannot you have to stick to the spot or the role that the business is giving you. And then whatever you do outside the arena, that's yours.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
I
you.
appreciate it. And just to wrap things up, on behalf of WinCity Sports, the program, and BB Branded clothing store here in Windsor, who provides you with your own WinCity shirt.
Oh, there you go. Now we're talking. Thank you, brother.
Represent WinCity.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.